Good afternoon, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Dark Parables Requiem for the Forgotten Shadow. With me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, we've got into this one a little ways, or a fair ways, actually. There is a shadow that is trying to release the Shadow God. I'm not sure who the Shadow God is. The backstory is there was this writer whose shadow kind of like went off on its own and then came back one cold winter night, convinced the writer to switch places with the shadow. So the writer is now in the shadow world, whereas the shadow is what took over the writer's body. Met this beautiful princess. The writer had remorse, wanted to go back to his life outside of the shadow realm, but was eventually captured and I think executed. And the writer's shadow just kept on going with the writer's body. And somehow this equates to the shadow, like some shadowy cabal trying to release the Shadow God, which they did, and now it's our job to stop them from within the shadow world, which is not a fun place to be. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game here and get going. Yeah, we've got a pretty healthy snow here as well, here in Illinois as well. So we need like leaves. Oh no, we need a hoop for that. Okay. Well, let's see here. There was something over here by the waterfall. Yes. We need to find the groom's sword. Now, in about 15 minutes or so, I will need to step away for a little bit just to take a real quick break to get the rice out of the cooker. My roommate kind of started that and then left it to me to get out, so yeah. But no, it's not a big deal. It shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Usually doesn't. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of cooking today, making pinto beans, rice, chicken, and then we're gonna do up some pork chili later. All right, so we need like a crown type thing, another wing. That thing, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm not sure how much snow we're supposed to be getting here, but yeah, it's supposed to be a fair amount. I mean, it's been snowing pretty steadily all day, which is not fun, but I mean, you know, I don't have anywhere to go, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. All of my work is done here in the house, so yeah. As long as the power doesn't go out. As long as the power doesn't go out, I'll be fine. All right. Yeah, this type of weather just almost demands that type of cooking, doesn't it? Like just something nice and warm. I have no idea where this went. All right, so we have the groom's sword. Huzzah! And I think we also have the groom's potion. It's not a potion, it's a perfume. So we say Groom sword and Groom there. Groom sits back. Now we can say, here's your perfume. And you give us a turtle pendant. You need a cat. Here's the turtle. Pestle, which we'll need that, and the spring moss. I'm guessing we need one more thing, but this is probably the bride's sword. Splinter crystal. Really, we're gonna make a perfume out of that? Okay. Now we just pour it into the bottle. And fine bracelet, and now that powers up the gate, which, oh god, it's one of these puzzles. I really, really hate these puzzles. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a big old skip on that. We're on to chapter 6. Now we can get into the oh wow, these ruins are very ruined. So we need creatures for those, like a wolf, a horse head, and an eagle. This egg belongs to the fairies. I wonder how it hatches. How do you know it belongs to the fairies? Oh, we could go to the riverbank. Hey, is that a fairy? How marvelous. Maybe she can help. Hi.
How dare you? Trespassing in this sanctuary is forbidden.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Oh, right. The staff, which is actually a wand.
The maiden goddess is in trouble. We must act quickly. There's only one thing that can stop the shadow god, the Shade's lantern.
Right, who's the Shade?
To make it, you need to find the bolide shard. It is protected by this land, and only the worthy can claim it. If you get it, I will help you fight the shadow god.
Okay, right, the Bollard Shard. I've had that once before. Alright, we need a spider for that. Dire tree seed? Oh, it's just a fairy seed. Okay, well... I mean, it looks just like the dire tree seed, which... is a little confusing. Half of this stuff looks like it should be part of all of this. But somehow it's not. Okay, you, yes. We're looking for 4-pointed star. Yeah, you fit. Four-pointed star? No, different type of 4-pointed star, of course. Alright. There's the wings. We need 2, like, blue butterflies. Which are there. And a couple leaves with green gems. Like that. So now we just need the 4-pointed star. I'm just not seeing it. Oh. We can just drastically change the color and like hid two of the points, so. Alright, so we now have a fairy sigil. Fairy sigil? No. Oh, we need you there, yes. Now the fairy sigil. Cool, sounds good, Ras. Bolard Shard. It holds incredible power, but I can only entrust it to the fairies for keeping it safe. If it falls into the wrong hands, it can do so much damage. Jack. Luckily, it won't fall into the wrong hands. I will find it and stop the Shadow God. Still not quite sure how you're going to manage that, but okay. So, there's the horse head. As for anybody who's watching this that doesn't know, we do a podcast here on Fridays at 9:15 Central Time. Generally talking about geeky stuff, but we're also going to have to, you know, we're going to have to start touching in on real world politics and stuff like that with as much insanity as is going on in the world. Our first topic for this season is going to be sequels. Talking about all kinds of sequels, games, movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. So that's our main topic for tonight. Jack's map. I think I know where that is. That looks like it's kind of where the gate was. Yes. Yeah, see? Right there. Oh, and suddenly the wall just crumbles away. How convenient. Merry Men symbol? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Jack did kind of see himself as like a Robin Hood type figure. Inside of the sad mask. Happy mask. Blade edge. And a dagger. And like a staff. Something that looks kind of like a beanstalk, maybe part of a beanstalk, maybe, or snake. Could be a snake. Wow, they just, yeah, they use every dirty trick in the book to get you to miss stuff here. But I guess they had to do something to kind of up the challenge of the previous games. Oh, there's the dagger. There's the... I don't know what that is. Alright, so now we need the circular, like, kind of like plant-looking thing. And an arrow shaft? Which I swear looks like it's right here. Doesn't it? They make it challenging, but yeah, this one they really started like, oh hey, we're just gonna really change the color of everything. So basically, if you're looking for this, you're not really gonna find anything that really looks like it. It's like, oh no, it's gonna have color change. It's gonna be mostly hidden. It's gonna be behind like everything. The ones that get me is when they change the background so that it basically so that everything blends in, but it doesn't make the background doesn't make any sense with the changes that they've made. All right. Okay, so that's the Merrymen emblem? I didn't realize that that's specifically what it was. All right. Well, give me just a few minutes here because we need to go ahead. I need to go ahead and head up and get the rice out of the cooker. So I will be back in a few moments. Alright, and I'm back. Alright, so we need to find out where that goes. Oh, apparently it goes over here by the riverbank. Okay. Oh, that's where it goes. It goes right in there.
Whatever your plan is, it'll never work.
You don't know that. Did she ever give up? I have to protect the fairy queen from her. That's right. Light is always stronger than darkness.
You have proven that your heart is pure. Come with me to my home and be prepared.
Wait, be prepared for what? Oh, to be shrunk down.
Welcome to my home. This is a safe place to assemble the Shade's lantern without being disturbed.
Cool, and how do I do that? Oh, we're already on to chapter 7. How do I do this? I'm small now. Alright, watch crown. Which gives us a crystal and a fairy sigil. Contraption must be for enchanting the prism. Bugs look exhausted. Maybe a little food would help? Alright, so that's where the potion will go once it's done. Right. Oh, God. They really love this particular type of thing, don't they? Like, they really love this puzzle. Alright, so there's a lantern hole. Wait, what's up here? To make the Shade's lantern, you'll need a potion made out of fairy flowers. Then, add an enchanted prism and crystal powder. The bollard shard is the most important part. Will power it. Alright. Cool. So we need... crystal dust. Okay, right. Well, we need to put the prism in here. And then... get the water flowing. Alright, so there needs to be somewhere where we can... wait, is this a grinder? I can grind some here, right. I have the crystal right here. So, alright, crystal dust. So now we need fairy flowers. Right, but where do I put the fairy? Oh, put them in here? Which one is finished? Now I need to take some. Wee bit of a problem. Yeah, this cup is huge. Alright, so potion. Enchanted prism. And now we have the Shade's lantern.
The lantern is finished. Now, you must face the Shadow God. But before you destroy him, you must put a stop to his plans.
Okay, sure. No problem.
The tower is starting to assemble itself. That's not a good sign. Make haste. You must stop this before it's too late. Remember, you have the Bolide shard, and the platform has its weaknesses. Use them to your advantage.
Time to finish this once and for all. We need to assemble a bell now. Right there, that looks like half of the half like ring. Like, there's tons of half rings. There's tons of rings that are half buried, so... You look like a piece. Yes, okay. All right, we need like the bottom part of a bell, and almost looks like a hand ringer. Cap with a purple gem, which should stand out provided that they actually show the purple gem. Or that they don't discolor the purple gem into blue or something, or red or something stupid like that. Or just make it, 10 times bigger than it should be. Alright, these shouldn't be too difficult to find, right? Well, there's that one. Cool. This one, Alright, so now we have a bell. Fantastic. We have the eagle there, so now we're just missing the wolf. Alright, and there's nothing for it but to go up the stairs to the summoning platform. Oh. Beam is preventing me from coming. Right, but so how do I turn the beam off? Can't go any further. Wait, now I have to go back again? What? Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Well, what are you over here? You... Oh, you need an emblem of wisdom. But I need 3 more. Wait, there's a garden? How did I miss that? Alright, you're missing part of your ring. You're an emblem of power. You guys look like you were waiting for a bell to ring. Yes. Well, for a moment there, I thought that was a bong for a moment, because it had that cylinder, the round bottom, and then the ring. It's like, wait, what? That's not normal, is it? All right, so we'll need. You look like you are missing a weapon, sir. You are missing an entire inner ring? Hey, look. Okay, so which... You look... I was gonna say, it's like you definitely look like you go here. But that's only a partial ring, so it's probably gonna go on this one back here. Yes. And now energy went out to the summoning platform. Yes, one of the sky beams has gone. All right, so we have another ring here. And the tiles were here? Yeah. Okay, so this one looks like it needs to be... Then you have a solid, and then we have an empty and an X, which means the X should be here. Okay, so you need an empty... You need just a squiggle. Maybe an O and an X? Okay, so it goes... Oh no, you need an O and a squiggle, right? Okay, so you're going there to there. Right, so you're going from solid diamond with an O to a solid diamond with an X. You're just a regular one there. You... Okay, so everything here should have a squiggle. There we go. Just keep clicking till you get the answer. That's how I solve most of my problems. Just keep poking away at it until you get the right answer. What are you cradling there, buddy? Oh, we were supposed to collect signs? Really? Would have been nice if you had told us that. All right, emblem of love. Emblem of power. we have a cat. The cat comes back to the gate. Oh, and there's something here now. We need a warrior's spear. At least some of this stuff is actually pretty easy to find because it's like, hey, it's brand new, you know, it's new stuff. This was not here before. Like that. That was not here before. I would remember that. So, all right, green gem, which is in the Green Lantern. Thankfully, not the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. There's the, like, downward arrow type thing. No. Yeah, there we go. Now see, at least a spear with a shield makes sense. Unlike them trying to insist that, you know, oh, well, a halberd goes with a shield as well. Like, I will never forgive them for their absurdities. All right, so you have the green emblem there. I know your shields still don't match. You are there. There. Huzzah! Alright, summoning ring. You give us a sun candle, which goes in the sundial. And will eventually give us a mechanical spider. Mechanical spiders are vastly superior to organic spiders. I do not like creepy crawly arachnids. I had more than a bit of a problem with that with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle with arachnids. Like all the damn scorpions. It's like, nope, no, I did. Especially the point where you have to blow on them to keep them away. It's like, no, I do not like this. I don't want my mouth anywhere near an arachnid of any kind, let alone a scorpion. Top of a globe, which I'm guessing is its butt. You also need like a green leafy type thing there. Yeah. It's kind of got like leaves and stuff on it. Ah, there we go. It's actually on a bowl. Okay, so the rosette thing, where does that go? Back here in the waterfall? Oh, yes. Here. Open the hatch by moving the slider from the left to the right. You can move it by selecting a checkpoint. When it moves, it will light up the path. The slider must pass through all of the lines before reaching its destination. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Like, I've had some of those types of puzzles that are a lot more difficult. So you're the inner ring for this one. What do you give us, buddy? Oh, you just turn off. Oh, right. You just turn off the power to the summoning platform. And we needed the spider here. Oh, I do have oil. And there we go. So that's all of those turned off. All of the power to the summoning platform has been deactivated. Right, so now we have a skull eye. Doesn't look quite right. There we go. Oh, that appears to have been it. But you're still missing another. All right. And padlock key. And a skull that's missing an eye. Now we have a small hammer. So, all right. Okay, so this needs to come back down to here. You need to go up to top. Actually, I think you're the mid. Yep. Break open the egg. Grab the mummified hand. Now we have a topaz conductor. And a tanzanite conductor. Alright, so alright, so you are facing that way. You were facing up. Oh, that was it. Okay. That has brought a lot of light to the high.
You disappoint me, Gita. I told you to take care of the intruders, and you failed. I will not tolerate your incompetence any longer.
Look, you wouldn't be here if it weren't for her.
Master, I tried. Please.
Enough! Your time with me is over.
Oh, she was the cat. Gita was the black cat all this time? All right, time to face the shadow. Right. Okay, so you... Oh, hi? You want to tell me what the hell we're doing? All right, so you, and you. You. Okay, buddy, you want to, like, calm it down with this shit? Okay, so Mr. Shadow God, who are you? Oh shit, all three goddesses are free. You are so fucked. Like, are you the writer? Oh, you're just not gonna tell us who the hell he was? Really? That's rude. Okay, so maybe we can find out who, with the Shadow God's evil part of the soul finally destroyed, he was back to his normal form, peacefully making candles for the city. He no longer felt like an empty husk. Oh, okay, so it wasn't a writer in this instance, it was the candle maker. Who, yeah. Part of his soul was the Shadow God? I'm not entirely sure. They really did nothing to explain this game. The Sun and Moon goddesses were free, and the Maiden Goddess and the Shadow God were finally together after centuries of being separated. Annabin was peaceful, and the strange sickness vanished from the diseased, including the Duchess. The Duke and the Duchess continued ruling proudly. However, something strange happened, and after some time passed, they both vanished and were nowhere to be found in the city. That raised more than a few questions. And normally they give you some kind of like, hey, this is kind of where we're headed next, but not so much this time. Guys just aren't gonna give us anything. So they were in their carriage, driving away. The Duke looked back in to see the Duchess, and they're being hounded by Dementors. Some old witch. More than just images are needed. You need to give us context for this. Like, some kind of context would be nice.
Detective, the Duke and Duchess have been missing for some time. People are beginning to worry. They are the caretakers of Annabin. It's not like them to go away without telling anyone. I have a bad feeling about this, but I'm too weak from the ritual. I need your help.
Of course you are.
To find them.
Should get going. Who knows what happened? I mean, that's kind of what you're supposed to find out, isn't it? That's part of being a detective, is you're supposed to find this stuff out. All right, well, let's take a look in the Duke's room. We need some kind of an emblem for that. Let's be drafty in the palace with the small window, with that small window missing. Hogwheel bookmark. Okay, and oh, the gilded spring. Making a spring out of gold, or even gold-plated, I can't risk falling down trying to reach that chair. Oh, come on, you've done dumber things. I mean, riskier things. No, I mean dumber things. Try and pick this lock. I've done it so many times before. Right, so we need a copper boy. You're missing a shield. But, I mean, there's a link missing in the chain. I could try and find a suitable replacement. Maybe the spring? I don't know. Right. Safe dial mechanism. Okay, sure. Alright, so you... Nope. Dang it. Alright. There we go. And you give us the small rose window. All right, so small window, plunk, shield. And guards, here's your shield. Follow the path across the bridge and through the mountain cave to reach the ancient ritual ground. Ancient ritual ground? I haven't heard of any being here in the mountains. Okay, but... I mean, you haven't exactly been here in the mountains very long, have you? You act like you would... like you'll know everything about the mountains. It's like... You're still a guest here. You're still a stranger here. There's a... Oh! Ow! Oh! Great Duke of Annabin, it has come to my attention that the town's healers and doctors are incapable of treating someone of such importance as yourself and your family. I urge you to cross the river and reach the healer's hut. Old healer Arne is a miracle worker and a loyal servant to the ruler of Annabin. Don't risk your health and those of your family. Contact Arne. Sincerely, D. That's how they decided to leave town. It was an emergency, and luckily the Duchess made it. But wait, but where are they now? Okay, so from low to high. Okay, so 1. Right, you need to be 2. You need to be 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, there we go. All right, you look like you belong here. That should be the copper figure, yes. Wheat pendant. Wheat pendant. Oh, that went on the chair? So yeah, I don't know why they left again. The Duchess was healed. A golden lockpick. Again, not very useful. Look, gold isn't very useful for a lot of things. You know, if your lockpick is going to potentially deform while you were using it, it's not a good lockpick. It needs a certain amount of rigidity and a little bit of springiness. Those are two things that gold really doesn't have. Okay, so we need like a blue gem that's like inside of like a kind of like a wiry egg is the best way I can think of to describe it. And we need a chain. I don't know. Again, a chain is not something that you look for in a lockpick. I'm not sure these guys know what a lockpick does, or at least how it works. Like, none of this makes much sense. I mean, this part at least kind of makes sense. It looks like it might be a rake. But this dangly bit hanging off of here, like, that does nothing for towards being a lockpick. I have the important part. I mean, unless it's like chaining together both the pick and the rake and the pry bar, the tension bar, but I don't think it is. That's not so much a lockpick as it's like a universal key. That is like a multi-use key. That's again that's not. That's just not how any of this works. And who taught you guys about lockpicks? Right, that's just the... Okay. Right, anything here? No, okay, it's down in the palace hall. Oh, there's... okay. So, boom, you go there. And I'll take the lock. Because the lock will actually work to keep the chains together. And then we can lower that. I know you love birds, dear. I know you love birds, dear. And their blissful songs. Here's a token of my undying love, Herman. Duke's sentiment is eloquent. Alright, winding key. Supposed to have a spring attached. Well, I have a gilded spring. I now have a songbird. Oh, and the Duke's portrait. Right. Group 3 or more identical tokens. Oh, okay. What are you doing? You're giving us a yellow. Okay, boom. Now what? A red? We don't need a red. And again, we don't need an orange either. That's a different shade. Okay. You just really? It's just being dicks now. Super dicks, even. Yes, a yellow. Or a green, I guess. But a yellow. Okay. Like, yeah, they're just being super dicks for that. Alright, you need a shell? Need something to connect all the cogs. Well, we have cog. We have chain. Ooh, yes. Like that. All right, we need a bird cage. And all right, what is this? All right, so there's a brooch that needs to go on that box. There's another bird. Mechanism needs a jump start. And again, this seems like a lot of just like, okay, here's a lot of things to solve, but not a lot of story. Approaching the Duke's palace by water was the best idea by far. We've built the secret passage, so there should be no problem for you sneaking into the chambers while they're asleep. I expect results. By that, I mean I want her shadow tonight. Count Leofric. Oh, well, that sail has seen better days. Stone shell was needed over here. Lavish brooch will go in here. Jump start. Alright, so now we can get into the storage room. Yeah, like I said, I'm still... I mean, there is just... They're not really focusing on story as much as puzzle in this one. Which is frustrating, because it's like... Like before, it's like, you know, they really focused on story. You know, they had a good balance of story and puzzles and hidden objects. This one, it's like, we're just gonna kind of, you know, we're gonna throw in a few puzzles here and there, but nothing really major. Like most of the stuff that we had to deal with was just like, okay, click 3 times and you're done. Congratulations, you did the puzzle. It's like, that's not a puzzle, that's just clicking. The story is just kind of like, just all over the place. Like there's no real definitive, hey, this is the sequence of events. It's more of a, oh, well now you have to deal with this person. Oh, well now you have this person. Oh, well now you have to do this. Okay, you did that, now you have to do this. It's like, but why? It's like, don't ask questions, just do what we tell you to. But then this was kind of the end of the series. Like, I think there's 2 games after this, and then it just went dark in 2019. And like, yeah, it was just like, I don't know if they're planning on making any more of them, or if they've just like abandoned it. I don't know. What bird goes where? Alright, so completed birdcage. Needs to go up here with the other 2. And we need to... Oh. All that for a needle and thread. Something we could have probably gotten if we just asked a couple people around the palace. One step closer. Find it. Wait, who is that?
Greetings, stranger. I'm Arn. People in these woods know me as the Healer. Can I help you with something?
Actually, yes. The Duke and Duchess should have come to see you.
Oh, yes. The Duchess is getting her strength back, thanks to the healing power of the woods and my medicine.
Great.
She and the Duke just went for a walk in the forest, behind the cave. You might catch them if you hurry.
I thought everybody was recovering. Okay, so I need something sharp, which is obviously not the detective's wits. We just have a hunk of meat. Why would you just pick up a chunk of meat that you found laying on the ground? Like, that's actually pretty disgusting. The rose used to be here. To reach the ancient ritual grounds, you must cross the ruins and enter the depths of the cave. Well, hi, Mr. Wolf. Have some meat. I convinced him not to eat me, but that piece of meat won't suffice. I should scare him somehow. No, just show him you're not a threat. Oh, I suddenly have medicinal herbs. Well, look, if they don't like smoke, then setting their hive on fire should get rid of them, right? I mean, that's pretty simple logic. Right, back to the shore. What am I even supposed to do here? Oh, scrape off the... All right, well, how about we brush it off? No, just dump a bunch of the medicinal herbs in. That's all you gotta do, right? Oh, this is where we need our birds. Okay. Well, that was confusing. All right. Windrose goes in the compass. We still need an arrowhead. To find a particular pendant... Like a snake? You could have told me to look for the snake. Duke?
Oh, help me.
Duke is sick. He barely speaks. What happened to him? I think Arn isn't all he's, all he says he is. Well, let's light the torch. What's up here? Okay, well, we need you, yes. Aha! Medical recipe. Obviously, we're gonna need what does it say? Right. So, herbs, grind them up, put them in the soup, bottle it. Got it. So I need a grinder. I mean, wouldn't the pestle and mortar do just fine? I mean, that's what they used to grind up herbs and stuff, right? That's... Wait, what's this? Make sure no one suspects anything. I'll be back soon. Gee. Who is G? Healer's Mill. Or, you know, a grinder. Don't know why you need specifically a healer's mill. All you need is, you know, you could do it with a couple of rocks. This is not exactly new technology. It doesn't have to be done in a very specific way. It's not a wizard's potion. Is it? No, it shouldn't be a wizard's potion. It's like, no, it's just a standard medical practice. Hey, crush up these flowers, put them in some, distill it into some, the powder into some water, and you're good. All right, so now we're looking for like a half circle with score marks on the side, I guess. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah, like I said, a mortar and pestle would have done just the same. By the way, that's not a healer's mill. That's just that's a coffee grinder. That's really all it is a coffee grinder. All right, so you there. Drop you guys in. Put you in the water. Heat the water. Come on, surely the torch is putting off smoke, right? Oh, are we gonna have to threaten to burn the poor wolf? Come on, that's not nice. A strange man approached my hut earlier. I rarely get visitors, but he was interested in potions and remedies. And he wasn't interested in potions or remedies. But the following morning he came again, scared, asking me for help. He told me his friend had gotten hurt in the forest. I left him to guard the house. I'm on my way. I hope I won't be too late. Oh, hello, Ann. You're the actual healer. Which means that asshole back there is, well, an asshole. A fake. A phony. A fraud. Wait, no. We've got, yes. This emblem, right? No? Is there a bee smoker somewhere around here? Oh. There's some fire tongs. And... alright. The miracle, the hut has running water so far from the city. Right, what? Fire tongs. Get... Look, you could have used the fire tongs to get that out before you picked up the embers and, I'm guessing, just dropped them? Right, now to bottle it. So yeah, I figured that Arn wasn't... I was suspicious of Arn from the beginning.
I feel better now, but I'm so weak. Please, find my wife. I beg you.
Oh, so you're not gonna yell... Are you still pissed off about me riding my horse in the street? Because, I mean, I have done a lot for your wife. And usually you're just one big old jerk. Right, that's like the contact lens type thing, the orb, the wind orb. Necklace of some sort? Another necklace of some sort? Chunk of brick. Still looking for the guitar pick looking thing that should have some, should have a very vivid red gem on it. Right, water and wind. Right, that will be as opposed to the fire and... I don't think it was brimstone, but that's the only thing that I can connect with fire. Right, and then we need a diamond in the middle. But yeah, what is this ritual that's going on? What is happening here? And who the hell decided that the Duke should be in charge of anything? Like, I'm sorry, he should not be deciding things for his wife. He is the worst. Alright, there's the bee smoker. Means we can go up here, we can smoke the bees. And we get an old scepter. Deep cake. Hi, Duchess.
Thank goodness you're here, Detective. That thing pretending to be the healer trapped us. I don't know where my husband is.
He's back in the hut. He's safe. I've already dealt with him.
Must stay quiet. Help me unlock these restraints, and I'll help you defeat those traitors.
Wait, traitors? Is there more than one? Who is he anyway? My magical bonds can only be broken by the symbols of their makers. Right, so... we're still dealing with the sun. Oh, you need, right. I don't have that part. I'll be back. Wait, the scepter should help us get that. Ritual dagger. You could have told me that there were 3 parts to the lock, but no. Had to keep that to yourself, didn't you, Toots? The Duke and Duchess are honorable people. After years of being my customers, I've developed a friendship. I gave a special gift to the Duchess, a fairy medallion. According to legend, it provides magical protection. Right, yeah, okay. A shield should divert the, yeah. Now we have an empty pot that we can fill with water in the healer's in the healer's hut. And extinguish the fire so that we can finally grab that. And now we can finally free her.
Hurry! Give me something sharp! Now take this crystal. I took it from the priestess when she wasn't looking. It's the source of her powers. She plans to use it to take over the shadow world. You have to stop her!
Alright, here's your something sharp. Right, so the shadow god's pet okay. There we go. So yeah, that looked like the shadow god's like pet cat. We apparently defeated them, whoever they were. The Duke does not look happy. By the time the fairy tale detective and the Duchess defeated the shapeshifter on Geetha had already escaped and was nowhere to be found. Luckily, her plan of taking the form of the Duchess and infiltrating Annabin was put to a stop. Okay, so I never got any of that. I never got any of that. Oh, and never mind, you don't get to read the rest of that because we're just gonna push forward. Yeah, I will say I am not impressed by this entry. It seemed very disjointed in how things were presented. Like the last, like chapters 6 and 7 were super quick. They were just like boom, boom. Okay, you start chapter 6 being, I think it was, you started chapter 6 being shrunk down to the size of a fairy, and then making the Shade's lantern. And once you had that, then boom, you're on chapter 7. It's like that shouldn't have even been a chapter. And they don't really go as deep into explaining what the hell is going on. Like, we still have no idea how how did the Candlemaker wind up becoming, having the shadow god, part of the shadow god's shadow. And if he was the shadow god, why did they need to collect all these other shadows? It really felt rushed. It felt incomplete. It felt like... So usually, most of the Dark Parables series, it's very much, hey, here's the story that we have, and we're gonna put in, hidden object puzzles and puzzle games and stuff in there as you're discovering everything. This felt more like, hey, here's a few puzzles, here's some hidden object stuff, and here's a very loose framing of a story. That was about where it felt. That's what it felt like. It's very, like I said, very disjointed, very rushed, very kind of like, okay, we've kept them busy long enough, let's speed everything up type of thing. I'm not terribly impressed by it. But again, I mean, most people who've played through the entire series, the entire Dark Parable series, will tell you that, yeah, they really started going downhill once Epic's games got involved. Like, the first few Epic's games ones brought better voice acting, better animation, and stuff like that. But the more control that Epic's games got over things, they started putting less effort into it, which is really sad to see. But that is it for that one. And the next one, because they gave us no heads up whatsoever, the next one is the Return of the Salt Princess. And then from there, it's the Match Girl's Lost Paradise, which, yeah, I think that's, if I remember right, that's the very last one. And yeah, the Match Girl story is just sad and depressing as hell. Anyway, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod the subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell. For example, tonight at 9:15 Central Time, we are going to be doing the season premiere of season 4 of the Pirates of the Geek Vortex. Talking about sequels, and particularly this year being a sequel year. Like everything, like so many things are getting sequels this year. And then tomorrow we'll start off with the Return of the Salt Princess. So yeah, if you want to make doubly sure that you know when we go live, check out the social media links down below. The Facebook page, the Twitter account, the Tumblr account, the Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!